Welcome to How to Remove Negative Thoughts, a journey towards a brighter, more positive you. This book is your companion in tackling one of life's most persistent challenges, negative thinking. If you find yourself tangled in a web of self-doubt, worry, or pessimistic thoughts, know that you are not alone, and there is a way out. This book provides practical advice, relatable examples, and actionable steps to help you free your mind from negativity and embrace a life full of hope and positivity. Benefits you'll gain from this book. By journeying through the chapters of this book, you will gain 1. Self-awareness. Learn to identify and understand your own negative thought patterns. Awareness is the first step in making any meaningful change. 2. Emotional resilience. Develop the ability to bounce back from adversity stronger and more confident than before. 3. Positive outlook. Transform your mindset to see opportunities instead of obstacles, enhancing your capacity for joy and fulfillment. 4. Healthy relationships. Freeing yourself of negativity not only benefits you, but also improves your interactions with others, fostering more meaningful and supportive relationships. 5. Personal growth. This book encourages continual self-improvement, helping you become a better version of yourself every day. Why this book? Negative thoughts can cloud our decision-making, hinder our relationships, and ultimately obstruct the path to a fulfilling life. This book offers an easy-to-follow and practical approach to understand and dismantle these thoughts. By using simple language and relatable examples, How to Remove Negative Thoughts ensures that the concepts resonate with readers of all backgrounds. In each chapter, you will find exercises, tips, and real-life scenarios to help you apply what you've learned immediately. The book is structured to guide you step by step, making the journey to positivity achievable and rewarding. Embrace this opportunity to change your life. Ready to take control of your thoughts and build a foundation for a happier, healthier, and more successful you? Let's get started. Chapter 1. Understanding Negative Thoughts. Introduction. We all have negative thoughts. It's a part of being human. But what exactly are they, and why do they seem to lurk in our minds at the most inconvenient times? Understanding negative thoughts is the first step toward gaining control over them and living a more positive, fulfilling life. What are negative thoughts? Negative thoughts are pessimistic or harmful thinking patterns that can keep us from experiencing life's joys fully. They make us worry about the past, doubt the present, and fear the future. Examples include thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," "I'll never succeed," or "something bad is going to happen." To put it simply, negative thoughts are those internal voices that whisper doubts and criticisms, sapping our confidence and hindering our ability to move forward. Why do they occur? There are various reasons why negative thoughts occur, and they often stem from a combination of past experiences and natural human tendencies. 1. Past experiences. Traumatic events, failures, or even negative feedback from others can embed themselves in our minds and shape our thought patterns. 2. Survival mechanism. From an evolutionary perspective, our brains are wired to focus on potential dangers and threats to keep us safe. However, this can lead to an overemphasis on negative outcomes and scenarios. 3. Societal influences. Modern society often bombards us with negative news, unrealistic expectations, and perpetual comparisons, which can all contribute to a negative mindset. The impact of negative thoughts. Negative thoughts have a profound impact on our lives, influencing everything from our mood to our actions. Below are a few ways they can affect us. 1. Mental health. Persistent negative thinking can lead to anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. It creates a cycle where negative thoughts breed more negativity. 2. Physical health. Stress and negative emotions can negatively impact our physical well-being. Problems such as sleep disturbances, headaches, and even chronic illnesses can be exacerbated by a negative mindset. 3. Relationships. Negative thoughts can seep into our interactions with others, causing misunderstandings, conflicts, and a general sense of dissatisfaction in our relationships. 4. Personal growth. When we focus on what can go wrong, we often miss opportunities for growth and success. Negative thinking can make us afraid to try new things or take risks. Common types of negative thoughts. Identifying the common types of negative thoughts can help us take the first step toward overcoming them. Here are some of the most prevalent ones. 1. Catastrophizing, believing that the worst will happen. For example, thinking a minor mistake at work will get you fired. 2. Overgeneralization, making broad conclusions based on a single event. For example, failing one exam and thinking, I'm a failure at everything. 3. Black and white thinking, seeing things as all good or all bad with no middle ground. For example, thinking, if I'm not perfect, I'm a failure. 4. Mind reading, assuming you know what others are thinking, usually negatively. For example, believing someone doesn't like you without any evidence. 5. Personalization, attributing personal responsibility to events out of your control. For example, thinking it's your fault that a friend is upset, even if it has nothing to do with you. Psychological roots of negative thoughts. Understanding why these thoughts emerge can help us tackle them more effectively. Here are some psychological roots of negative thoughts. 1. Cognitive distortions. Our brains sometimes interpret situations based on faulty logic or irrational beliefs. This can lead to inaccurate negative conclusions about ourselves and our surroundings. 2. Emotional reasoning, assuming that negative emotions reflect reality. For example, I feel worthless, so I must be worthless. 3. Core beliefs. Deep-seated beliefs about ourselves, often formed in childhood, can influence our thoughts. For example, if you were frequently told you weren't good enough, you might internalize that belief and carry it into adulthood. 4. Negative bias. Research shows that humans have a tendency to remember negative experiences more than positive ones. This bias can keep negative thoughts on replay in our minds. Conclusion. Negative thoughts are an inescapable part of life, but they don't have to control us. By understanding what they are, why they occur, and how they impact our lives, we can begin to recognize their patterns and take action. The journey to a more positive mindset starts with awareness and understanding, and that journey continues in the chapters ahead. In the next chapter, we'll delve into recognizing your negative patterns, helping you identify those recurring negative thoughts that often go unnoticed, but have a profound impact on your life. Chapter 2. Recognizing your negative patterns. The journey of self-awareness. Welcome to Chapter 2. In this chapter, we will dive deeply into the realm of self-awareness. We'll examine how to recognize patterns of negative thinking that have developed over time. These patterns often go unnoticed, but can have a profound impact on our overall well-being. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a garden. In this garden, there are many different kinds of plants. Some bring beauty and joy, while others, like weeds, can take over and stunt the growth of the good plants. Negative thinking patterns are like these weeds. They can spread if left unchecked, but fortunately, with some effort, you can uproot them and cultivate more positive, healthy thoughts. What are negative thinking patterns? Negative thinking patterns are habitual ways of thinking that consistently reflect a pessimistic, self-defeating outlook. These patterns can emerge from various influences in our lives, such as childhood experiences, relationships, or setbacks. Common types of negative patterns include all-or-nothing thinking, overgeneralization, and catastrophizing. Example: imagine you make a small mistake at work. An all-or-nothing thinking pattern might prompt you to believe, I always mess things up. I'm a complete failure. Recognizing this exaggerated thought, is the first step towards addressing it. How are these patterns formed? Our brains are wired to learn from experiences. Repeated exposure to negative situations or environments can condition our minds to form negative patterns. For instance, if you grew up in an environment where you were frequently criticized, your brain might have adopted a habit of anticipating criticism, and thus thinking negatively about yourself and others. Example: consider a person who was often told they were not good enough as a child. As an adult, they might automatically think, "I'll never be able to do this," whenever they are faced with a challenging task. This thought pattern, formed long ago, persists into their present life. Practical exercises to recognize your patterns. Here are some practical exercises to help you identify your negative thinking patterns in your daily life. 1. Thought diary. Keep a small notebook or use a notes app on your phone to jot down negative thoughts as they occur. Note the context, what you were doing, who you were with, and how you felt. After a week, review your entries to spot recurring themes. Example entry: thought, "I'm not smart enough to understand this." Context: in a meeting at work. Emotion: feeling inadequate. 2. Reflection. Take a few minutes each day, perhaps before bed, to reflect on your day. Were there moments you felt down or critical of yourself? What triggered these feelings? This daily practice will make you more attuned to your thought patterns. Reflection. Prompt: today I felt frustrated when I couldn't solve a problem quickly. I thought, "I'll never get this right." How realistic was this thought? 3. Talk it out. Sometimes talking about your thoughts with a trusted friend or counselor can help bring negative patterns to light. They might offer a different perspective, helping you see where your thinking might be skewed. Example: you share with a friend, "I always feel like I'm boring people when I talk." Your friend might respond, "That's not true. Our conversations are always engaging." 4. Check for distortions. Learn to check your thoughts for common cognitive distortions like overgeneralizing or catastrophizing. Whenever you catch yourself in a negative loop, ask yourself if there could be another way to view the situation. Example: if you think, "This presentation is going to be a disaster," challenge yourself by asking, "Is it possible that this presentation could go well? What evidence do I have for both outcomes?" Final thoughts. Recognizing your negative patterns is a crucial step towards building a more positive mindset. It requires patience and honesty with yourself. Remember that these patterns have been formed over years and may take time to change, but every effort you make is a step towards a healthier, more positive you. By the end of this chapter, I hope you feel more empowered to understand and identify your negative thought patterns. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of positivity and how you can begin replacing these old patterns with new, uplifting thoughts. Stay tuned and keep your thought diary close. We're on this journey together. Chapter 3. The Power of Positivity. Positivity is more than just a buzzword. It's a way of life that can transform how we see the world and experience it. In this chapter, we will delve into the concept of positive thinking, explore its benefits, and understand how it can dramatically improve the quality of our lives. Understanding positive thinking. Positive thinking isn't about ignoring the negative things in life. It's about approaching life's challenges with a constructive attitude, finding the good in difficult situations, and focusing on solutions rather than problems. It's like wearing a pair of glasses that filter out the negativity, allowing the light of positivity to shine through. The science behind positivity. Research has shown that positive thinking can have a powerful impact on our physical and mental well-being. For instance, studies from the Mayo Clinic suggest that positive thinking reduces stress, lowers the likelihood of depression, improves cardiovascular health, and even increases life expectancy. Dr. Martin Seligman, the pioneer of positive psychology, has shown through extensive research that optimism can lead to better life outcomes in virtually every domain: work, health, relationships, and personal well-being. The benefits of positive thinking. 1. Improved mental health. Positive thinking helps reduce the impact of stress and anxiety. By focusing on positive outcomes instead of potential failures, you can lessen your anxiety and build greater emotional resilience. Imagine you have a big presentation at work. Instead of fixating on everything that could go wrong, you focus on prepared speaking points, imagining the applause at the end. This shift doesn't remove all nerves but creates a more balanced and manageable emotional state. 2. Enhanced physical health. Optimism is linked to improved health markers. People who maintain a positive outlook are more likely to engage in health-promoting behaviors like exercising, eating well, and getting regular checkups. They also tend to have lower blood pressure and a stronger immune system. 3. Strengthened relationships. Positive thinking can also improve your relationships. When you approach interactions with optimism and see the best in people, you're more likely to build deeper, more meaningful connections. Positive thinkers are more empathetic, better listeners, and more supportive, making them better friends, partners, and colleagues. 4. Increased resilience. When faced with adversity, positive thinkers bounce back more quickly. Optimism doesn't eliminate difficulties, but helps individuals find the strength and resources to overcome them. Take, for example, a competitive athlete who faces an injury. A positive thinker might use the recovery period to strengthen other areas, set new goals, and come back even stronger, whereas negative thinking could lead to giving up on the sport altogether. Shifting from negative to positive thinking. So, how do you make the shift from negative to positive thinking? Here are some practical steps. 1. Awareness and acknowledgement. The first step is recognizing when you're caught in a negative thought loop. Once you're aware, acknowledge that these thoughts exist but don't define you. 2. Reframe your thoughts. Challenge your negative thoughts and replace them with positive ones. If you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never get this job," reframe it to, "I am qualified and will give my best effort during the interview." 3. Practice gratitude. Spend a few moments each day reflecting on the positives. Keep a gratitude journal where you write down things you're thankful for. This practice trains your brain to seek out the good, even in challenging times. 4. Surround yourself with positivity. Engage with positive people, uplifting books, and motivational content. The company you keep has a profound impact on your mental state. Choose environments that foster a positive outlook. 5. Positive self-talk. Be kind to yourself. Replace harsh self-criticism with affirming, encouraging words. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm so stupid for making that mistake," tell yourself, "I learned something valuable from this experience." Real-life example. Imagine a young man named John, who constantly faced failures while starting his own business. Initially, he felt defeated and began to think negatively about his abilities and future. However, John's mentor introduced him to the concept of positive thinking. John started to reframe his thoughts, focusing on what he learned from each failure instead of seeing it as a dead end. He practiced gratitude daily, thanked his team, and celebrated small wins. Over time, his positive attitude attracted opportunities, strengthened his relationships, and ultimately led to his business's success. John's story illustrates how powerful a positive mindset can be. Everlasting changes. The power of positivity lies in its ability to transform your experiences and outcomes. As you consciously make an effort to think positively, you'll notice changes in every facet of your life. Remember, positivity is a practice, a skill you get better at with time. Even in small steps, Such consistent efforts will lead you to a more joyful, fulfilling life. By embracing positivity, you're taking an important step towards creating a life of abundant opportunities, increased happiness, and resilient well-being. Now that we understand the profound impact of positivity, let's move on to the next chapter, where we explore the significance of mindfulness and present moment awareness in fostering a positive mindset. Chapter 4. Mindfulness and Present Moment Awareness. Welcome to Chapter 4. In this section, we'll explore how mindfulness and staying present can be powerful tools to combat negative thoughts. Life is filled with ups and downs, but learning to stay grounded in the present moment can help manage and reduce those pesky negative thoughts. Mindfulness is the practice that enables this transformation. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the quality of being fully present and engaged in the moment, aware of your thoughts and feelings without distraction or judgment. It means paying attention to what's happening right now instead of worrying about the past or the future. For instance, imagine you're sitting in a park. Instead of thinking about an argument you had earlier or stressing about an upcoming presentation, you focus on the soft rustling of the leaves, the warmth of the sun on your skin, and the sounds of children playing nearby. That's mindfulness. The benefits of mindfulness. Mindfulness has several mental and emotional benefits. 1. Reduces stress. By focusing on the here and now, mindfulness can help you manage stress and anxiety. 2. Improves emotional health. Being present helps you control your emotional reactions. 3. Enhances concentration. A mindful mind is a focused mind, which can improve your productivity. 4. Combats negative thoughts. Mindfulness helps you observe negative thoughts without getting caught up in them. Techniques to stay present. Staying present isn't always easy, especially when life gets hectic. Here are some simple techniques to help you cultivate mindfulness. 1. Mindful breathing. Find a quiet place to sit comfortably. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, fill your lungs, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Keep your attention on the rhythm of your breath. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breathing. 2. Body scan. Lie down in a comfortable position and close your eyes. Start by focusing on your toes, noticing any sensations. Slowly move your focus up your body from toes to head, paying attention to how each part feels. 3. Mindful eating. Next time you eat, try to focus entirely on the experience. Notice the colors, textures, and flavors of your food. Chew slowly and savor each bite. 4. Observing your surroundings. Take a moment to notice your surroundings. What can you see, hear, and smell? Pay attention to the details you might usually overlook, like the pattern on a leaf or the sound of the wind. How mindfulness reduces negative thoughts. Negative thoughts can be relentless and overpowering, but mindfulness offers a way to manage them. 1. Observation without judgment. When a negative thought arises, simply notice it. Acknowledge its presence without labeling it as good or bad. For example, if you think, "I'm not good enough," recognize this thought but don't engage with it. Just observe. 2. Naming the thought. Give a name to your negative thoughts, like doubt or fear. By labeling them, you create a bit of distance between you and the thought, which can reduce its power. 3. Acceptance. Accepting your thoughts and feelings is a crucial part of mindfulness. Understand that it's okay to have negative thoughts. They're simply part of the human experience. The key is not to let them control you. 4. Returning to the present. When you find yourself lost in negativity, use your mindful techniques to bring yourself back to the present moment. Focus on your breathing, observe your environment, or engage in a mindful activity. An everyday example. Let's say you're at work. and suddenly feel overwhelmed by negative thoughts about an upcoming project deadline. You begin to think, I won't finish in time. I'll mess it up. Instead of getting caught up in this spiral, 1. Pause and breathe. Take a few deep breaths, focusing entirely on your breathing. 2. Observe. Notice the anxious thoughts without getting entangled in them. Label them as worry. 3. Return to the present. Shift your focus back to your current task. Pay attention to the details of your work and take it one step at a time. By practicing mindfulness regularly, you will find yourself more in control of your thoughts and less ruled by negativity. Mindfulness isn't something that happens overnight, but with dedication, it can transform your mental landscape. Conclusion. Mindfulness and present moment awareness are invaluable tools for managing and reducing negative thoughts. By staying grounded in the present, you're better equipped to observe your thoughts without judgment and maintain emotional balance. Start small and integrate these techniques into your daily routine. Over time, you'll cultivate a mindful mindset that empowers you to live a more positive and fulfilling life. Onward to Chapter 5, where we'll delve into cognitive restructuring. Chapter 5, Cognitive Restructuring. Understanding cognitive restructuring. Imagine your mind as a beautiful garden. Like any garden, it requires regular care and attention to thrive. Just as weeds can take over a neglected garden, negative thoughts can overwhelm your mind if left unchecked. This is where cognitive restructuring comes in. Cognitive restructuring is essentially the process of weeding out those negative thoughts and replacing them with positive, empowering beliefs. Cognitive restructuring involves identifying negative thought patterns, challenging them, and substituting them with healthier thoughts. It's a vital skill that can result in significant improvements in how you feel and handle life's challenges. Step-by-step guide to cognitive restructuring. Step 1. Identify negative thoughts. The first step in cognitive restructuring is to become aware of your negative thoughts. These might manifest as self-critical thoughts, unrealistic expectations, or pessimistic outlooks on situations. Real-life example. Imagine you're preparing for an important job interview. The following thoughts run through your head. I'm not good enough for this job. I'll probably mess up during the interview. Recognizing these as negative thoughts is crucial. Step 2. Challenge the negative thoughts. Once you've identified a negative thought, challenge its validity. Ask yourself whether it's truly accurate or if it's based on assumptions and fears. Questions to ask yourself. Do I have any evidence supporting this thought? Am I jumping to conclusions? Are there other explanations or viewpoints? In the job interview example, you might ask yourself, what evidence do I have that I'm not good enough? Often you will find that these negative thoughts are not grounded in reality. Step 3. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. The third step involves replacing those negative thoughts with more rational and positive ones. This isn't about being unrealistically optimistic, but rather about developing a balanced perspective. Real-life example. For the job interview scenario, replace the negative thought, I'm not good enough for this job, with, I have the qualifications and experience. I will give my best effort during the interview. Step 4. Practice and reinforce positive thoughts. Changing your thought patterns requires sustained effort. Practice these positive thoughts regularly, much like watering a garden. Over time, they will become more natural and ingrained in your mind. Strategies for reinforcement. Affirmations. Recite positive affirmations related to the situations that trigger your negative thoughts. For example, before the job interview, say, I am capable and prepared. Visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding in the situation you're concerned about. Picture yourself handling the job interview confidently and effectively. Journaling. Write down your thoughts and the steps you've taken to challenge and replace them. This serves as a powerful tool in tracking your progress. Step 5. Evaluate your progress. Regularly assess how these changes impact your feelings and behaviors. Notice how you react to situations where you previously had negative thought patterns. Celebrate the positive changes and recognize the effort you've put into transforming your mindset. Real-life example of transformation. Consider the story of a young woman preparing for a marathon. She initially believed she wouldn't be able to complete the race, thinking, "I am not fit enough," and "there's no way I can finish 26 miles." Recognizing these as negative thoughts, she began to challenge them. Evidence showed she had been training diligently. She replaced the thoughts with positive reinforcements like, "I've prepared well and will do my best." By using cognitive restructuring, she diminished her self-doubt and substituted it with confidence and determination. On race day, instead of focusing on what could go wrong, she concentrated on her training and the joy of running. Not only did she finish the marathon, but she also achieved a personal best time. Conclusion. Cognitive restructuring is a powerful tool that can transform your mental garden into a flourishing landscape of positive thoughts and beliefs. By identifying, challenging, and replacing negative thoughts, and consistently practicing these steps, you take charge of your mental well-being. As you journey through this process, remember, every positive thought you plant and nurture contributes to a thriving, healthy mindset. Keep weeding out negativity and watch as your mental garden blossoms into a space of empowerment and joy. Chapter 6. Building Emotional Resilience. Introduction to Emotional Resilience. Have you ever felt like life has knocked you down, and you just couldn't find the strength to get back up? That's where emotional resilience comes into play. Emotional resilience is our ability to adapt to stressful situations or crises. It's not about avoiding life's challenges, but about handling them in ways that foster growth and well-being. This chapter will teach you how to build that strength and develop the skill to bounce back from adversity. Understanding emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is like a muscle. It gets stronger the more you work on it. It's the mental fortitude that equips you to cope with adversity, trauma, tragedy, or even significant sources of stress like relationship issues, health problems, or financial struggles. It's not an inborn trait, but a skill that can be developed over time, and this development is crucial for maintaining balance and happiness in your life. Strategies to build emotional resilience. Developing emotional resilience involves adopting specific habits and mindsets. Here are some strategies to help you on this journey. 1. Reframe your mindset. Challenge how you perceive difficulties. Instead of seeing problems as insurmountable obstacles, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. For example, if you lose your job, rather than seeing it as the end of your career, view it as a chance to explore new opportunities or pursue a different direction in your life. 2. Cultivate a support network. Friends and family are invaluable when it comes to emotional support. Surround yourself with positive influences who can offer helpful advice, encouragement, and a listening ear when you need it. In times of stress, having a reliable support system can drastically improve your resilience. 3. Practice self-care. Self-care isn't just about treating yourself to occasional pampering. It's about taking comprehensive care of your overall well-being, physically, emotionally, and mentally. This includes maintaining a healthy diet, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. 4. Develop problem-solving skills. Enhance your ability to resolve issues swiftly and efficiently. For instance, when faced with a challenging situation, try breaking it down into smaller, manageable parts and tackle each one step by step. 5. Learn to accept change. Accepting that change is a part of life can help you develop a more flexible mindset. If you find yourself resisting change, try to understand why and work on staying open to new experiences and adjusting your plans as necessary. 6. Maintain a positive attitude. One of the most powerful tools you have is your outlook on life. Maintaining an optimistic viewpoint helps you see the good in every situation. Even when times are tough, recalling positive experiences or focusing on things you are thankful for can make a big difference. Real-life success stories. Let's dive into some success stories that show how building emotional resilience can make a monumental difference in one's life. Anna's journey. Anna experienced a series of devastating events in her life, losing a family member, a turbulent relationship, and then being laid off from her job. Initially, she found herself drowning in negative emotions and felt utterly helpless. Determined to change her trajectory, Anna started by seeking support from her close friends and family. She enrolled in mindfulness classes, started journaling to express her feelings, and joined a local support group. Over time, Anna noticed that she was becoming more adaptable and better at handling stress. Today, she owns a successful small business and has built a new life that fulfills her passions and values. John's turnaround. John was always known as the pessimistic guy in his group. He constantly avoided challenging situations, fearing failure, which led to missed opportunities and regret. One day, John decided he wanted to break free from this self-imposed prison of negativity. He started small by reading books and articles about positive thinking and emotional resilience. He made an effort to transform his negative thoughts into positive affirmations. It wasn't easy, and progress was slow, but over time John found himself feeling more confident and willing to take chances. He met new friends who shared his optimistic outlook, and he started a new hobby that brought him immense joy. Continuous improvement. Building emotional resilience is a continuous process. It requires ongoing effort and practice, but the rewards are immense. You'll find you are better equipped to handle whatever life throws at you, and you'll bounce back quicker from adversity. Remember, each step you take towards building emotional resilience is a step towards a more robust mental and emotional framework. You're already on your way by reading this book and committing to personal growth. Conclusion. In conclusion, building emotional resilience is not an overnight task, but a valuable lifelong skill. By reframing your mindset, cultivating a supportive network, practicing self-care, developing problem-solving skills, accepting change, and maintaining a positive attitude, you can become more emotionally resilient and prepared to face life's challenges head-on. The next chapter will guide you on the importance of self-compassion and self-care, continuing our journey toward constructing a happier, healthier, and more resilient you. Chapter 7. Self-compassion and self-care. Embracing kindness towards yourself. One of the most challenging yet transformative steps you can take in your journey towards a positive mindset is learning to treat yourself with kindness. Many of us are our harshest critics. We chastise ourselves for mistakes, berate ourselves for perceived shortcomings, and often speak to ourselves in ways we would never speak to others. Does this sound familiar? If it does, it's time to embrace self-compassion and self-care. What is self-compassion? Self-compassion is the act of treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and support that you would offer to a good friend. It means recognizing that being imperfect, failing, and experiencing difficulties are inevitable parts of life. Instead of being harshly self-critical, self-compassion involves responding to your own suffering with empathy and kindness. 3 components of self-compassion. 1. Self-kindness versus self-judgment. Imagine a friend made a mistake at work and feels terrible. What would you say to them? Most likely you would comfort them and remind them that everyone makes mistakes. Now what if you applied this same kindness to yourself the next time you stumble? 2. Common humanity versus isolation. Being human means we all face challenges and make mistakes. When something goes wrong, rather than feeling isolated and alone, remember that everyone in the world experiences pain and failure. This realization helps diffuse feelings of isolation. 3. Mindfulness versus over-identification. Mindfulness entails acknowledging your emotions and experiences without being consumed by them. Instead of being swept away by negative thoughts, observe them without judgment. This helps prevent over-identification, where you become overly connected to your suffering, making it difficult to see beyond it. The importance of self-care. Alongside self-compassion is self-care. Self-care involves deliberately taking steps to care for your physical, emotional, and mental health. It is not a luxury, but a necessary practice for overcoming negative thoughts and feelings. Practical self-care practices. 1. Physical self-care. Exercise. Regular physical activity can boost your mood and energy levels. It doesn't have to be intense. Even a daily walk can make a significant difference. Nutrition. Eating a balanced diet can impact your mood and energy. Proper nourishment helps in maintaining a balanced mental state. Sleep. Ensure you are getting enough rest. Quality sleep is crucial for emotional resilience and cognitive function. 2. Emotional self-care. Journaling. Writing about your thoughts and feelings can help you process emotions and gain clarity on your experiences. Talking to someone. Sharing your feelings with a friend or therapist can provide support and perspective. Meditation and relaxation. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, or even listening to your favorite music can help calm your mind. 3. Mental self-care. Set boundaries. Learn to say no to demands that overwhelm you. Protecting your time and energy is essential. Engage in hobbies. Spend time doing activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Learning and growth. Pursue new hobbies, read books, or take up courses that interest you. How self-compassion and self-care overcome negative thoughts. When you consistently practice self-compassion and self-care, you build a strong foundation for a positive mindset. Here is how they help. 1. Reducing self-criticism. By treating yourself with kindness, you reduce the harsh inner critic. This leads to improved self-esteem and a healthier self-image. 2. Building emotional resilience. When you are kind to yourself and take care of your needs, you become better equipped to handle life's challenges without being overwhelmed by negative thoughts. 3. Promoting overall well-being. Regular self-care practices foster a balanced and healthy lifestyle. This balance reduces stress and anxiety, making you less susceptible to negativity. Practice self-compassion and self-care daily. Incorporating self-compassion and self-care into your daily routine is key. Start with small steps. Perhaps you can begin by acknowledging one positive thing about yourself each day. Gradually introduce self-care practices that feel right for you. Over time, these practices will become habits, fostering a sustainable positive mindset. Remember, treating yourself with kindness is not something you do once in a while, but should be a lifelong practice. By embracing self-compassion and dedicating time to self-care, you pave the way for mental clarity, emotional well-being, and a genuinely positive life. In the next chapter, we will explore how relationships impact our mental state and how to cultivate ones that nurture positivity. But for now, take a moment to appreciate the wonderful person you are and commit to treating yourself with the kindness and care you truly deserve. Chapter 8. The Impact of Relationships. Introduction. Relationships are one of the most significant aspects of our lives. They have the power to uplift us or bring us down. This chapter will explore how our relationships influence our thought patterns and provide practical advice on fostering healthy connections and avoiding toxic influences. crucial for maintaining a positive frame of mind. How relationships influence thoughts. Our social environment greatly affects our mental landscape. Have you ever noticed how spending time with a cheerful friend makes you feel lighter, whereas an encounter with a pessimistic person leaves you drained? Relationships, whether personal or professional, play an essential role in shaping our emotions and thoughts. Example: consider how you feel after attending a family gathering. If your family is supportive and loving, you likely come away feeling happy and encouraged. On the other hand, if there is constant bickering and criticism, you might feel stressed and anxious. Recognizing healthy relationships. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, understanding, and support. They allow you to be your true self and encourage personal growth. Here are some key characteristics. Mutual respect. Both parties value each other's opinions and feelings. Open communication. Honest and respectful dialogue is a norm. Support. They stand by you during tough times and celebrate your achievements. Boundaries. Personal space and individual choices are respected. Example: imagine you have a friend who listens to you without judgment. This friend offers constructive feedback when needed and celebrates your successes genuinely. This is a healthy relationship that fosters positivity. Recognizing toxic relationships. Toxic relationships, on the other hand, can severely impact your mental well-being. These are relationships where negativity, manipulation, and control are common. Here are some red flags. Constant criticism. The person frequently puts you down. Manipulation. They try to control your decisions and actions. Lack of support. They are indifferent or unsupportive of your goals. Disrespect. Your boundaries and personal space are often violated. Example: think of a colleague who constantly belittles your ideas during meetings. Over time, this can erode your self-confidence and fill your mind with self-doubt. Fostering healthy relationships. 1. Communicate openly. Honest communication is the cornerstone of healthy relationships. Share your thoughts and feelings openly, but also listen actively to others. 2. Set boundaries. Establishing clear boundaries protects your emotional health. Let others know what is acceptable and what is not. 3. Offer support. Be there for others in their times of need, and you will find that support often comes back to you in your own times of need. 4. Invest time. Like any valuable asset, relationships require time and effort. Prioritize spending quality time with those who uplift you. Example: if you notice a friend seems down, genuinely ask how they are doing and listen without interruptions. Your attention and empathy can make a significant difference in their day. Avoiding toxic influences. 1. Identify the toxicity. The first step is recognizing when a relationship is toxic. Pay attention to how you feel after interacting with someone. 2. Distance yourself. Gradual detachment from toxic individuals is often necessary. Limit the time you spend interacting with them. 3. Seek healthy alternatives. Surround yourself with people who inspire and motivate you. Seek out positive influences. 4. Maintain positivity. Focus on your well-being. Engage in activities that enhance your positive energy and keep you grounded. Example: if a negative family member's comments about your career choices consistently upset you, consider discussing your feelings with them and, if necessary, limiting your interactions. Conclusion: our relationships significantly influence our thoughts and emotions. By fostering healthy relationships and recognizing toxic influences, we can create an environment that supports a positive mindset. Remember, you have the power to choose the people who impact your life. Surround yourself with those who build you up and steer clear of those who bring you down. Next step: reflect on your current relationships. Identify at least one healthy relationship you will nurture further, and one toxic relationship you will start distancing yourself from. Write down a plan for both actions and follow through consistently. In the next chapter, we will look into how to take deliberate actions against negativity, creating a proactive approach to building a positive life. Chapter 9. Taking action against negativity. Concrete actions can make a significant difference in driving out negativity from your life. It's time to transform words into actions and see the real change. In this chapter, you will discover actionable steps and habits that help you combat negativity. Real-life scenarios will demonstrate how you can implement these steps for lasting positivity. Identify your triggers. Actions. Keep a journal. Start by documenting moments when you feel negative. Note the time, place, situation, and your thoughts. Reflect weekly. At the end of each week, review your journal to identify patterns and common triggers. Example. Imagine you notice that you often feel down after scrolling through social media in the mornings. Your journal shows recurrent complaints about feeling inadequate compared to others' perfectly curated lives. Solution. Recognizing this trigger allows you to take action. Limit your morning social media time and replace it with something positive, like reading an inspiring book or practicing morning meditation. Practice gratitude. Actions. Daily gratitude list. Every night, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Express appreciation. Make it a habit to thank someone or acknowledge something positive each day. Example. A school teacher who started her day feeling overwhelmed by her workload found solace in listing 3 things she was grateful for each morning. Over time, her mindset shifted from dread to appreciation for her supportive colleagues, the joy of teaching, and the progress her students made. Surround yourself with positivity. Actions. Engage in positive relationships. Spend more time with people who uplift you. Positive media diet. Consume books, podcasts, and shows that inspire and motivate you, instead of consuming negative news or gossip. Example. A business professional noticed his mood dampened after hanging out with a group that often complained about their jobs. He decided to spend more time with a friend who was always enthusiastic about new projects. This change helped him view his work in a more positive light. Challenge and change negative thoughts. Actions. Counter negative thoughts. When a negative thought surfaces, counter it with a positive one. Affirmations. Write down and repeat positive affirmations daily. Example. When facing a tough project, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," switch the thought to, "This is challenging, but I can find a way to succeed." Over time, these affirmations can change your mindset, making you more resilient and optimistic. Develop healthy habits. Actions. Exercise regularly. Even a short daily walk can improve your mood. Healthy eating. Nourish your body with foods that boost your energy and mood, such as fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Example. An office worker struggling with afternoon slumps began incorporating short, brisk walks during breaks. He found that these walks not only lifted his spirits, but also improved his overall productivity. Set realistic goals and celebrate progress. Actions. Break down goals. Instead of overwhelming yourself, break down big goals into manageable steps. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge and celebrate each step toward your goal, no matter how small. Example. A writer working on his first novel felt discouraged by the enormity of the task. By setting a target of writing just 1 page a day and celebrating this incremental progress, he eventually completed his manuscript, fostering a sense of accomplishment each step of the way. Limit exposure to negativity. Actions. News consumption. Limit time spent on negative news, which can often be overwhelming. Distance yourself from negative influences. Politely distance yourself from individuals who persistently bring negativity into your life. Example: constant breaking news alerts made a marketing manager anxious. By setting specific times to check the news, she found she could stay informed without feeling constantly bombarded by negativity. Engage in mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Actions: meditation. Spend a few minutes each day in meditation to clear your mind. Deep breathing exercises. When feeling overwhelmed, pause to take deep, calming breaths. Example: a busy parent found that just 5 minutes of daily mindfulness meditation helped them manage stress better, stay more present with their children, and reduced overall feelings of anxiety. Take responsibility for your happiness. Actions: be proactive. Identify what makes you happy and make conscious efforts to incorporate these activities into your life. Personal development. Invest in learning new skills or hobbies that bring you joy and a sense of achievement. Example: an accountant found joy and relaxation in painting, so she made it a point to dedicate a few hours every weekend to her art. Taking responsibility for this hobby brought balance, happiness, and decreased stress. Maintain consistency. Actions: build routine. Integrate these positive habits into your daily routine until they become natural. Be patient with yourself. Understand that change takes time. Consistency will lead to lasting results. Example: while initially finding it difficult to establish new habits, a software developer realized that by being patient and committed, his new routines, like daily exercise and evening gratitude journals, eventually became effortless and significantly boosted his positivity. In taking action against negativity, persistence and a proactive mindset are your greatest allies. Implement these steps and make a commitment to practice them consistently. Over time, you will find yourself cultivating a more positive, resilient, and fulfilling life. Chapter 10. Creating a lifelong positive mindset. Congratulations, dear reader. You've reached the final chapter of our journey together. By now, you've gained insight into understanding negative thoughts, recognizing your negative patterns, and harnessing the power of positivity. You've learned the importance of mindfulness, cognitive restructuring, emotional resilience, self-compassion, and the impact of relationships. You've also discovered how to take action against negativity, but the journey doesn't end here. In this concluding chapter, we will explore long-term strategies to reinforce a positive mindset and prevent the recurrence of negative thoughts. Let's dive into how you can maintain a lifelong positive mindset through life's ups and downs. Embrace change as opportunity. Life is full of changes, some planned, some unexpected. Instead of fearing change, view it as an opportunity for growth. When something changes in your life, take a moment to reflect on the positives that can come from it. For example, if you lose a job, consider the possibility of this being a chance to find something that truly aligns with your passions. Develop a routine. A positive mindset benefits from a stable routine. A balanced daily schedule that includes time for work, rest, exercise, and relaxation can significantly impact your mental outlook. For instance, starting your day with a simple morning routine like stretching, meditating, or writing down 3 things you're grateful for can set a positive tone for the rest of the day. Surround yourself with positivity. The people around you influence your mindset. Build a support system of positive individuals who lift you up, provide encouragement, and challenge you to grow. Just like a plant thrives in the right environment, your mindset will flourish when nurtured by positive influences. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude is a powerful tool for maintaining positivity. Make it a habit to reflect on what you're thankful for every day. Whether it's through a gratitude journal or a simple mental note, acknowledging the good in your life can shift your focus away from negative thoughts. Focus on self-improvement. Always aim to be a better version of yourself. Set personal goals and work towards them consistently. Whether it's learning a new skill, reading more books, or engaging in a hobby, continuous self-improvement provides you with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Guard your mind. Just as you protect your body from illness, safeguard your mind from negative influences. Be mindful of the information you consume: books, TV shows, social media, and other sources. Choose content that enriches your mind and promotes positivity. Handle setbacks with resilience. Life inevitably brings setbacks. How you deal with these challenges will define your mindset. View each setback as a learning experience rather than a failure. Ask yourself what you can learn from the situation and how you can apply this knowledge moving forward. Engage in acts of kindness. Helping others is a fantastic way to cultivate positivity. Acts of kindness, whether small or large, not only make a difference in someone else's life, but also boost your own sense of happiness and well-being. For instance, helping an elderly neighbor with groceries or volunteering at a local shelter can enhance your joy and positivity. Forgive and let go. Holding on to grudges or past hurts anchors you in negativity. Practice forgiveness, not for others but for your peace of mind. Letting go of bitterness frees your mental space for more positive and productive thoughts. Lifelong learning. Commit to being a lifelong learner. Enrich your life with new experiences, perspectives, and knowledge. The world is full of wonder, and the more you learn, the broader and more positive your perspective on life will become. Implement positive affirmations. Starting and ending your day with positive affirmations can be transformative. Simple statements like, "I am capable," "I deserve happiness," or "I am progressing each day," can help rewire your thought patterns towards positivity. Maintain physical health. Your physical health directly impacts your mental state. Regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and adequate sleep are crucial for a positive mindset. Physical activity, in particular, is known to release endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. Seek professional help if needed. Sometimes maintaining a positive mindset can be challenging, and that's okay. Don't hesitate to seek professional help if you find yourself struggling. Therapy or counseling can provide you with strategies and support to cope with negative thoughts and reinforce positivity. Conclusion: a journey worth taking. Creating a lifelong positive mindset is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It requires consistent effort, self-awareness, and an understanding that setbacks are a natural part of growth. By implementing the strategies shared in this chapter and throughout the book, you can build a robust foundation for a positive and fulfilling life. Remember, the power to cultivate and sustain a positive mindset lies within you. Embrace each day with optimism, and you will find that over time, positivity will become an intrinsic part of who you are. Here's to a lifetime of positivity, resilience, and continuous growth. Keep shining because the world needs your light. We have come to the end of this book. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to you for joining us today to absorb the wisdom of this incredible audiobook. We are incredibly grateful to have you as part of our community. By tuning into our audiobooks, you are not only enriching your own life but also contributing to a ripple effect of positivity that can touch countless others. Your commitment to self-growth is both commendable and essential in these times. Remember, the power to change the world begins within each of us. We encourage you to comment below with your top learnings from this book. Let us know what resonated with you the most and, more importantly, which lessons you are planning to implement in your life. By openly declaring the new habits and principles you wish to adopt, you not only create accountability for yourself, but also inspire others in our community to strive for similar growth. Remember, sharing your breakthroughs and goals fosters a supportive network that can help you stay on track. Together, we can build an empowering circle of accountability, motivation, and success. Keep shining, keep growing, and continue spreading that incredible positive energy. Together, we can and will make this world a brighter, more beautiful place to live in. Stay motivated, stay mystic, and until next time, take care.